What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video where today we're going to talk about the defense and we're going to talk about Gus Bradley. Once again, this conversation has been going on in Colts Nation for a long time now, but because Michael Lombardi went on the Pat McAfee show, mentioned how bad the defense has been under Gus Bradley, how predictable the defense is under Gus Bradley. This became a national topic, a lot of people talking about it, and then the Packers completely exposing the Colts defense, right? We've been good at rush defense for years. All of a sudden, we can't stop the run. We don't even need people to pass on us, but we're still giving up a good amount of yards. And let me just check here. Yards per attempt this year, I believe, is at, 7.7. 46 attempts, though. We've been run on 93 times in 2 games. All right, Texans ran on us 40 times for like 213 yards. And then you have the Packers run on us 53 times for 261 yards. So doing terrible, 5.1 yards per attempt. Other teams are getting on us right now, which is one of the worst in the NFL in terms of yards per attempt in the NFL. The Colts are one of the worst. So one of the worst defenses in the NFL. The first down percentages are crazy, right? Passing first down percentage for the Colts is 41.3 with 19 first downs passing the ball in our defense. And when you look at the rush, it's 25.8 or 24 first downs from the rush. So the Colts defense has just been absolutely terrible. You look at it, I was looking at NFL Pro and looking through some of that. They don't have all the video on there yet, so I can't look at everything. But what I was able to see so far are some things that are good to note. Taven Bryan on the field for 23 of the possible 67 plays that the defense ran. Zaire Franklin on the field for all 67, but Taven Bryan on the field for 23 defensive plays. Pardon the interruption. I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you stopping by the channel. And I also want to say that when I look at the analytics, 50% of the people that come by and watch this channel are not subscribed. So as Peyton's telling you to do here, hit that subscribe button right now. Turn those notifications on so you get notified when any videos come out. Now, if you need any further proof of why you need to subscribe, when you look at the numbers, 62.4% of the views on this channel over the last month have come from people that are not subscribed to the channel. So again, if you're one of those people, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you so much. And let's get back into the video. Latu was on the field for 30 plays, but only 1 play in the fourth quarter. And that, as I was looking through everything, it seemed like that was something that was because he's just not there in the run game yet. Looking at again, not all the video was there yet. So I didn't get to look at everything throughout the game and see what adjustments were made. How did Latu get better through the game? Did he get better through the game? I know in the first half, they were either running away from him or like on the first play that I saw from Latu, he got handled by a tight end. I might just go ahead and try to find this real quick. As we sit here and we want to look at Latu, who's going to be at the top of the screen on the defensive line, right? He's at the right end, Dio Dangbo on the bottom of the defensive line at the left end. And what we're looking at here is Latu in run defense. This is the first run play Latu had to face in the game. This is a tight end that he's lined up again, okay? So let's just watch and see what happened. Here we go, boom. One-on-one with the tight end, and he gets handled, okay? Very quick, but just wanted to show you guys what I was looking at. Latu just isn't there in the run game, a lot of that, right? He just isn't being able to fight through the blocks. He's going too far upfield at times and just letting guys doing exactly what the offense wants him to do. Push up field, they can wall him off. There's a lane right there, and they're able to get to the outside. This was a play where Josh Jacobs picks up 34 yards. Because that edge was able to be set like that. So, and there was plenty of that through the game. Plenty of that. And they were able to make adjustments in the second half. And the yards per carry went way down. But if you look, and I went and looked specifically at plays where they were running outside the tackles. Okay, and there were 27 such plays out of the 53 run plays. 27 were to the outside, which means 26 were to the inside. We had much better success against the inside. But you look at these chunk plays, like the first chunk play was for 16 yards, but there was a holding call, which brought that one back. But then the next play, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the next play here for the Packers. I think was the 34-yard run for Josh Jacobs. That was the outside. Jaden Reed, 22 yards to the outside. A little later, Bo Melton, I think Bo is his name, 16 yards on an outside run. You also have chunk plays in between 5, 5, 6. You have a 12 and a 15. 4 and 2, but then a 19, a 5, another chunk play, 3, 7. 2 and 2 to end the quarter. And then you go into the third quarter, and that's when the defense was able to adjust finally. Offense couldn't keep on the field, so the defense really didn't have much time to adjust on the sideline and figure out a different way to go about how the Packers were attacking them. So they were able to make adjustments at halftime. And then you look at runs to the outside at that point: -1, 2, -5, 1, -1, 3, 2, -1, no gain. A lot of them negative yardage going to the outside. We made the adjustment. We started to attack. We knew what they were going to do, and we made sure they weren't going to continue to be able to do it, right? And then when you flip this to inside the tackles, again, there was 26 such plays here. And looking through, right, and specifically in the first half, right, they gashed us in the first half. So let's look at inside. There was 3 yards, 12 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 2 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 9 yards, 1 yard, 4 yards, 3 yards, 16, 7, 2, 1, no gain, 5 yards. And actually that last 5 yards there, that one was actually in the second half. So through the first half, like, it wasn't crazy numbers, right? And obviously, one of those was a forced fumble by Zaire Franklin and a recovery by Latu there for a touchback in the end zone. So on the inside, they weren't able to have much success, right? They had a 12-yard run. A lot of them, it's just little things, right? Like things that cut you like a knife, right? Like you have, a second and 4, they pick up 2 yards. Third and 2, they pick up 4 yards, right? We can't stop them there. Then they have a second and 6, we give up 9 yards. Have a second and 9, give up 4 yards, right? Make it an easier third down for them to complete. But overall, just looking through the numbers and looking through, like, it's just outside. Running to the outside was a problem, even with Taven Bryan being somebody that played snaps. I haven't gone through everybody yet to look at how many snaps everybody played and who was playing on the inside more. And actually, let's just go ahead and do that. Might as well sit here and try to figure out how many snaps Raekwon Davis played, especially with the injury to DeForest Buckner. DeForest only played 10 snaps in the game and ends up hurting his ankle. Came in with a back injury, hurt his ankle. See how many defensive snaps. So Raekwon Davis also only on the field for 30 snaps. So you can see the rotation. A lot of these guys right around 30. Again, Taven Bryan was at 23 plays on defense. So none of these guys really playing an outrageous amount of snaps. Look here for Dio Dingbo. Click on defense. He had 31 plays on defense. Okay, Grover Stewart here. Let's see, click on that. Grover, defense. He played 40 plays on defense. So of the defensive line, Grover playing 40 plays. He was a big guy out there. And he's going to be massive, right? We were without him last year, and it was DeForest Buckner and Taven Bryan. This year, it's going to be Grover Stewart, Taven Bryan. Don't know how I feel about that. But something else I'm interested to see is what Samuel Womack, how much he played. Looks like he was only on the field for 19 plays in this game. And again, it'll be interesting. I'll go through it and figure out more and figure out. I'm just, sitting here doing it as I'm going and figure out really who were the corners that played. I wonder if Kenny played outside a lot, right? Because of the situation with Juju out. Maybe they have Kenny playing on the outside. But Kenny is not innocent in all of this. He played a total of 76 plays, including some special teams plays. Kenny's doing everything right now. And he played every single defensive snap and just hasn't been good enough. Somebody like Kenny taking a massive step back again hasn't looked good. And when you look at everything, like I'm sitting here, I'm mentioning all the defense and what they've been doing. When it all boils together, it's that we have the talent to get it done, but the defense can't get it done. And this is what another thing I wanted to show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna just full screen this and let's come over. Now, what I want you guys to look at is here where we have a 3rd and 5 play. Okay, 3rd and 5. Let's bring this back. Okay, the all 22. Sorry, this all 22 plays all wonky and messed up. See if we can't get this to where we need it. Okay, so this is just before the snap happens. Look at Jalen Jones, 3rd and 5. This is where we're lining up at the sticks. Jalen Jones, you have this corner out here, which I believe to be Samuel Womack, and he's about to drop back to the 30-yard line, right? They need to get right here to the 31. We're dropping back to the 30, okay? And look at that. He's dropping back beyond the sticks. Like, we're just letting him have it. This is why Gus Bradley needs to go. This is the prime example. If there's nothing else you take from this video, this play right here is why he needs to go. Whether it's 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 14. You can go back to the Texans game and look at tape. It doesn't matter. This is what we do, and we just let them, boom. Why? I mean, we're just letting them. They know what we're going to do. It's predictable. We're just going to play off, keep everything in front of us. Kenny not chasing that. Like, we have a linebacker right here on this guy. Let him stay right there. Kenny needs to do better than this. Is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Kenny's down here. This isn't even Kenny. So I believe this actually might be Samuel Womack here, and this here might be Nick Cross, maybe. Or no, I think this is Nick Cross. This might be Womack. I think that's what I'm looking at. This Nick Cross, and he's not able to get out quick enough to be in front of Dobbs. And this is how our defense plays. Nobody's ever out there quick enough, right? We need somebody to be there. This guy dropping back, and we're just letting it happen. Making look easy. That was Nick Cross. That's actually Dallas Flowers right there, not Samuel Womack. So, just that's what Gus's defense does. That's what defense does. That's what we're looking at constantly, and that's what happens. 3rd and long, 3rd and short. It doesn't matter. They're always going to convert because Gus doesn't want to be aggressive. He's scared to be aggressive. Old man stuck in his ways. He's never going to change, and he needs to go. I'm not typically like I'll sit here and I'll defend guys and all we need to do is change this and this. We don't need to get rid of Gus. We just need to change these things. I've tried, man. People are blaming Ballard, and I understand. You can blame Ballard all you want. Injuries happen. You hope your starters stay healthy, right? And you try to build your team accordingly. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to have incredible depth on all pieces of their team. So I'm not going to sit here and blame Ballard. I think the defense, I think we have the guys on defense. I think what we run on defense is terrible. I think it's only gotten worse. I think the players don't believe in it, and it shows on the field. We have mostly the same guys on defense from one year to the next, and we're falling off. We're getting even worse. We're one of the worst defenses every year since Gus has gotten here, and I feel like we're getting worse as every year goes on. So something's got to give. Who do we replace Gus with in the immediate? I don't know. I don't know who you decide to let call plays and how that whole situation goes. But I know what we're doing right now is not going to work. If we continue for the rest of the year with Gus, we're looking at potentially a historically terrible defense. If we can't change something, we're looking at historically bad defense. Okay, and we came in with such high hopes. To be at this place in week 2 is not where I thought we'd be. It's not what I thought we'd be talking about. I thought our offense would be, we showed explosiveness in week 1, but I thought we'd be consistently explosive with the guys that we have. I thought we'd be able to run the ball great. We have 12 carries for 103, so we did well, but we didn't stick with it. Even when we weren't in a position where we had to pass all the time, we got away from the run. We're not playing Jonathan Taylor enough, in my opinion. We're sitting here trying to rest guys. Shane isn't exonerated from this, but this video is about Gus. This video is about the defense being absolutely terrible, the defense being our biggest liability this season. And of course, hey, I know you probably already have, but you let me know your thoughts on all this down in the comment section. Try to look at some different things and give examples as to why the defense is just so bad. Things that normally are just uncharacteristic for our team are happening right now. And again, just let me know what your thoughts are on everything concerning the defense down in the comments section. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking at this point. And of course, make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you continue to get notified anytime we have any more content on this channel. Of course, appreciate you stopping by for another video. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.